We will modify our rules.
The Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 has in the last 5 days been updating Nigerians about how the federal government is handling the spread of the virus in the country through this regular news conference.
I warmly again...
The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, who is also the chairman of the task force, begins his address with an appeal to security agencies that are currently enforcing the various lockdowns across the country.
The Presidential Task Force finds it very necessary to appeal to our law enforcement agencies to deploy tact and caution in the course of enforcing the rules, even in the face of provocation. We similarly appeal to all Nigerians to be law-abiding, exercise patience and self-restraint. The message from Mr. President is that no Nigerian should, on account of these rules, suffer any harm or pains during this period or any other time in our national life.
The lockdown is one strategy of the government to enable contact tracing, increase testing, and prevent further spread of the virus.
And we have to find...
Although these objectives are being achieved, the Ministry of Health is worried about community transmission of the virus.
We have, over the last few days, issued a case definition that has been widely circulated to the states and are asking our colleagues across the country to adhere to this case definition, to test only those that have symptoms, respiratory symptoms plus fever, that have either returned from travel, which is now a declining proportion, those that have had contacts with cases, or for those that there's no other underlying reason for having these symptoms. To date, we have tested about 4,000 people, and we continue to drive up this number. We have fulfilled every requirement for a test, so there's nobody that has come forward. Sometimes there have been some delays, but every single sample that has come forward has actually been tested.
The targeted testing that we do means that we identify those who are most likely to be infected, those who just came back from abroad, those who have contacts, have had contacts. But as the picture changes, we are worrying more about community transmission. The pattern has been extended to include those who have symptoms or are probably in any way connected in an area where the prevalence is high, or criteria that indicate that this person might be positive.
Already there are over 4,000 persons tested for COVID-19 by the Nigerian Center for Disease Control. Some of these results are still being expected, thereby raising the possibility for a surge in the number of confirmed cases in the days ahead.